Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for coming to visit with us today. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a movie review. So grab a big bowl of popcorn, a ginormous glass of iced down soda pop, and come back and watch the video with me. Hi everyone, welcome back. And I'm doing a movie review today in this video. And usually I try to do one movie review per month. Now I think since I've started, I've only missed like 3 times of doing the movie reviews. And that was because it was during a time in my life when I wasn't able to really get on camera. I didn't feel like focusing on camera. And I will be going through my movie library and reviewing all the movies that I have. And then after I've reviewed them all, there probably won't be any more movie reviews because I haven't been buying DVDs lately. When I was working, I had more money. I used to buy more DVDs. Every year before the pandemic, when they used to allow layaways, I would put a whole bunch of them in layaway. But I've had to cut back on that, of buying them at yard sales and stuff. So once I get through telling you about all the movies I have, that'll probably be the end of my movie reviews. But nonetheless, I do have one for you today. And the movies that I'm going to be reviewing for you today are all Tom Hanks movies. All of them except one are favorites of mine. And the only reason I included that one was because it was on a double disc. My light is doing stuff up there. I don't know. If it does it again, I'll have to try to switch it out. Anyway, it was on a double disc when I bought one movie that I liked and the other one was included. So I'm just putting that one in here. So let me get started on the movie review. And the first one that I want to tell you about today is very much a favorite of mine. It's called Splash. And this movie was made in 1984 and it is PG. It has Tom Hanks, Daryl Hannah, Eugene Levy, and John Candy. Now in the movie Splash, Tom Hanks and his brother own a produce company. And when he was a little boy, he fell into the ocean and was rescued by a mermaid. Then when he became older, he didn't actually fall in he jumped in. He was trying to kill himself, and he was rescued by a mermaid. But then when he became an older person, the mermaid came back looking for him, and he fell in love with her. And the legend goes that when there are mermaids on land, it has legs, and when it's in water, it's a mermaid. And so he falls in love with her, and she can walk and everything, and she can talk, and he's wanting to marry her. And there's a reporter guy that's out that's trying to get her to prove that mermaids do exist. And that's what the movie's about. Him falling in love with a mermaid, which is Daryl Hannah. And the next one that I have for you is called Catch Me If You Can. Now this movie is based on an actual true happening. And I think I may have reviewed this once before. 2003 is the date that it came out. And it's PG-13. Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio, Christopher Walken, Martin Sheen. And in this story, Leonardo plays a young boy who becomes a pilot, a lawyer, and a doctor all before the age of 21. And he's running from the cops. They're trying to catch him. He keeps cashing these checks and stuff, forging them. And all through the movie, they're chasing after him, coming close to catching him. And it is based on a real true person that actually existed. It's a good, fun movie to watch. And the next one is called Turner and Hooch. Stars Tom Hanks, and I can't remember any of the other people that's in it. And I couldn't find any names on the back of the screen that told any people that in it. But he's like a cop, and Hooch is his dog. Um, he's he's the what kind of dog is that? I'm not even sure. It's a big old dog, a big slobbery dog. But anyway, they become friends, and he's with the dog, and there's all kinds of hijinks and things going on. And Tom Hanks is amazing in this movie. I loved it. It's funny. It's an old movie. Like I said, it came out in 1989, and it's rated PG. Now, this next one is the one that I was telling you about. There's actually two movies on it. And I bought it for this one here called The Money Pit, which is PG, and it came out in 1986. Tom Hanks, Shelley Long, and Maureen Stapleton. And in this movie, him and his girlfriend, which is her, decide to buy a house together. So they invest money in this house that turns out to be a money pit. All kinds of things are wrong with it, and they keep having to put more money into it to fix it. All the time that they're fixing it, the relationship is falling apart. Um, it's basically a money pit of a house. And then the last one is the one that came with it, which is this movie here called The Burbs, PG, 1989. Tom Hanks, Bruce Dern, Carrie Fisher, and Corey Feldman. And they live in this neighborhood that's really weird, bizarre. Um, some new people moved in there, and there's a lot of weird things happening down in their basement late at night. Everybody's curious about what's going on, but nobody really wants to go over and investigate. So they just kind of speculate what they think might be happening with these crazy people. And eventually, an old man goes missing, and they just assume that these people must have murdered him. So they're going to investigate. And of course, it has a very climactic ending. It didn't end the way you would think. It wasn't one of my favorite movies, being a Tom Hanks movie. It was basically a flop. But it was included with The Money Pit, and that was the reason that I bought the DVD, was for The Money Pit. Some of you may enjoy it, but to me, it just didn't float my boat. I did watch it, but I doubt if I'll ever watch it again because it just was not that interesting. And that's it for my movie review. Thank you very much for coming to visit with us on this movie review. And y'all come back and see us any old time. Bye for this one. Hey, there you are. You are simply amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Come back again.